Start the recording. All right, there we go. Welcome everyone to the Sacred Circle. I am so glad. I feel like this month more than maybe since the very first one, like I deeply was ready to connect with I was excited to see who was going to be here because who are these people? And so yeah, we got people and we're connecting and I love it. Um with the eclipses, like this conversation is taking place like between the solar eclipse that we just had at the end of Aries and then like the full moon lunar eclipse that's coming up like 10 days now. We're getting so close to that. And yeah, I feel like there are big things shifting, big things ending, big things beginning, just all the things. And that's the time that I know for me, like I need to be connected to other people who know that this is all going on. Like there's such a segment of the world that acts like it's just Tuesday. And I'm like, no, it's a paradigm shift. So to be able to like be around other people who are excited to be alive for this time, like even just once a month, I feel like it's such a cup filler. And yeah, so I'm super excited for today. And I want to start. I have a deck of cards in my hands that are show you this one. It's called the Higher Self Oracle. That's what the front looks like. And they're very simple Oracle messages. And so I'm going to draw one and see what that gives us. It's this one right here. Interesting. Interesting. It's the same, it's the card that they use on the front. So like that's what we got. And it's the intuition card. And I mean, when is it not a good time to think about our intuition? Actually, that makes a lot of sense as far as what I was feeling this morning, but I'm gonna read what the book says. 66. Just to give us a starting point, and then I would love to hear from you guys. So the first thing is a quote that says, "Don't try to comprehend with your mind. Your mind, your minds are very limited. Use your intuition." By drawing this card, you are being asked to pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is the wisdom of your higher self. It can provide you with a holistic perspective to understand your past experiences and current situation. At this time, the logical aspect of your mind, also known as the ego, is trying to dictate the best path forward using conscious reasoning and rationale. The ego is fear based. It outlines all the reasons why something cannot be or why you cannot succeed and why failure is imminent. It will also have you seeking guidance from a multitude of people as opposed to listening to the intelligence of your higher self. Your intuition contains an understanding that is incalculable. It is your internal compass and powerful guiding force, and it can provide loving insight into the most challenging of situations. Since you pulled this card, your higher self is requesting that you listen to the wisdom of your own intuition for guidance as opposed to your ego. This card may also signal a need to develop your intuition. Everyone has intuition, and it is important to learn how to access this inner voice and repository of knowledge. Trust that if you pulled this card, you are indeed intuitive and are encouraged to study or take classes to begin using this gift. Invest your time and energy in cultivating your intuition. So that was kind of a lot, but again, so synchronous as far as like where I just was this morning and what my intuition is telling me. Like this morning's message was full confession, full transparency that right, like, ooh, what's this gonna be? Those are my favorite moments when people are like, all right, let's get real. And I'm like, great, what is it? Um, so the sacred circle, last time nobody came, and I was relieved. That's how I felt. And I was like, weird. Like, what is that? Like, okay. So I've been thinking about it for like a month. Like, why am I relieved to have nobody show up? Like, what a weird thing when I'm like, hey, I want you guys to be there, and then nobody shows up, and I'm like, whew, okay. Like, what? And so I realized that it's heavy, it's hard, it's unnatural. And I found like basically a mask that I've been wearing in this space of being
Mhm.
like, I'm a pool of love. I'm a pool of serenity. And I'm just fucking not, you know? I get mad and frustrated and annoyed with the best of them. And I basically made a pledge to myself and to these spaces going forward. This all came through my intuition this morning. Is like, I'm going to show up and be real, whatever that looks like. And that is maybe the scariest thing I've ever thought about undertaking. But at the same time, like wearing the mask is getting too heavy, And how many, like, what a well intentional mask. Like, I'm just going to be love. I'm going to give love no matter what. And, challenge myself to love the unlovable. Like, good intentions, like I'm trying to be kind to past me, but at the same time I'm like I don't have the strength to wear the mask anymore, and I don't always feel love. Spoiler alert, like I feel lots of things like everyone does. So yeah, that's what my intuition has been giving me today anyway. What does that move? What does that bring up? Like, what's your intuition giving you? Does that give you something? What's up, Jody?